Hi everyone, and welcome to O-Peach. Today we are going to be reacting to CHANGMIN's solo debut, Chocolate. It is currently 6 a.m. and I don't know why I thought this would be a great idea the night before, but we are doing this now and hopefully this goes fine and I don't accidentally wake someone up. But I think I'm just going to disclose beforehand that yes, CHANGMIN is my ultimate bias and I'm very looking forward to this. And also, I did not watch any music video teasers beforehand, so we're gonna go into this completely blind. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not good at reactions, but I did not expect this at all. Oh my god. This... What the... Trying to do commentary right now while also trying to watch this is very difficult. Oh my god. This is okay. Like a lot of TVXQ music videos, I will admit that chorus was pretty interesting, but otherwise, I really dig this sound. This outfit that he wears right now is interesting, I will say. But also, blonde CHANGMIN? This shot is gorgeous, by the way. Oh my god, the lasers? Yeah, very interesting. Very interesting sounding chorus. Oh god. This color palette, oh my god. Yeah, it seems like this music video follows an incredibly loose narrative of trying to steal something but being caught. These shots remind me of the complete black and white reminds me of Baekhyun's Yoon Village. God. This reminds the one where he's standing on top of the building reminds me of like, oh my god, that was a lot to process at once. Mad kudos to reaction channels that can have interesting reactions and also watch the video at the same time. But I'm gonna watch the video one more time and I'm going to give my final thoughts and commentary after all of this. So yeah, once again, this shot reminds me a lot of NCT's Regular. This intro though, it's very... I can't even describe what the instrumental sounds like, but it's so unique. Like, obviously I only expect it from TVXQ, but like this is so sexy. Very like Taemin? It's something you'd expect from Taemin and not CHANGMIN. Oh my god, I dig this a lot. I'm gonna stop to commentate a little more, but the spoken parts, the really deep spoken parts with the instrumental is, oh my god, that's such a unique and distinct sound, and I think there's a bunch of little intricacies in this that add a lot of flavor, so I'm actually, oh god, I really dig this. Okay, let's start again. Of course, the eye shots in SM music videos. Oh my god, that little hand movement in the chorus. And this set, oh my god. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. This set is gorgeous. I love the cinematography with this certain set and how just how he interacts with the set and how it's just shot so beautifully well, and how you have this one shot that's more cream colored compared to a much darker color palette. Okay, let's start again. Oh my god. The crystal reminds me of RPM. Just, I cannot get over his hair. Oh my god. Oh, this. Just like the flashes of red to break up the very blue, like, and monochromatic palette is such a good touch. I was about to say I'm surprised they didn't include a high note, and then he pulled out that. Like, everything about this is just so refined, yet he brings in this aura of sexy. Okay, the music video is over. Okay, let's talk about the song, because I don't know if you guys could tell from my wild reactions, but I did not expect this sound from CHANGMIN at all. I kind of expected that he wasn't going to do a ballad from everything about the teasers, but oh my god. I'm gonna first talk about the sound of the overall song, and then I'm gonna talk about the visuals and the music video itself. Every auditory detail about this song adds to the mature and sort of sexier and refined concept from, as I mentioned before, the spoken word parts, which I think were used wonderfully in the song and break up an overall monotony. I feel like had it not been for the spoken word parts, the song may have felt more boring. That's not really a good word to use, but yeah, monotonous at times. And I think that overall, I think the spoken word parts were a really nice touch, just also especially with how they were enunciated. The overall sound of the song is very TVXQ. I think there are some interesting parts in the instrumental, especially in the chorus and the introduction. And while I didn't really like the chorus at first, it's definitely grown on me in the same way that all weird TVXQ instrumentals grow on me. But it's very interesting to listen to how Yuno and CHANGMIN's solos are both representative of the TVXQ sound, but both do different things with the sound. And obviously, because it's their solo, they mold the song to their personal style as an artist. So while Yuno went with a much more robotic sound, very dominating, CHANGMIN's is elegant and it's very refined and much more laid back than Yuno's. Another thing I really liked, probably one of my favorite parts, was the little French at the beginning and how the beginning sounded incredibly cinematic. I couldn't put my finger on what the instrumental sounded like when I first listened to it, but it sounds theatrical. like a movie. And I think the whole French countdown introduction elevated to that sound and that concept that they might have been trying to go for. Let's talk about the visuals and the music video set. The music video shares a similar color palette to other solo music videos from last year. I think specifically Baekhyun and Taemin's stand out immediately, but it almost perfectly matches Yoonho's music video, which also is interesting because the solo teasers followed a very similar color palette as well. So it's really enjoyable to see the TVXQ partnership continue on into even their solo careers. Do I wish that SM could play around with more color palettes when it comes to solo music videos? Yes, but do I also really like this one specific color palette? Yes, so I'm not really gonna complain. There's some parts and some shots that feel really NCT and Taemin. As I mentioned, the black and white rooftop shot, very NCT regular. It almost reminded me of a direct comparison to Win's shot on top of the roof, and the scene where CHANGMIN is being interrogated, very similar to Taemin's wand. I don't really want to accuse SM for being lazy per se and rehashing similar imagery in their solo concepts, but I kind of wish that SM would experiment more. Like, obviously this is not CHANGMIN's fault. It seems like they took aspects of other people's solos that worked and just slapped them together for CHANGMIN. Yes, there were some distinctive scenes for himself, but I just wished to see more. Also, this music video very loosely follows a narrative where in the beginning CHANGMIN is being interrogated and then he's on the run and capturing this crystal, and I kind of wished to see SM push that narrative further, because compared to other solo music videos, I'm happy that at least CHANGMIN's has somewhat of a narrative and an overarching storyline. It's something I kind of like to see in music videos, but it also feels like a cop-out to include hints of that narrative but then not pursue it further, because I think one way that they definitely could have made CHANGMIN's music videos stand out more from other people's was to include more of that narrative. So those were my thoughts on CHANGMIN's Chocolate. A very unbiased opinion from a CHANGMIN alt. But I really enjoyed this, especially in the hard times that we're going through right now. Just seeing him again and his music, and especially the release of his album just made me so happy, and it's definitely been something that just I look forward to every single day and has brightened my days for the past few weeks. But I'd love to hear your opinions on this music video and possibly the rest of the album. I still have to go listen to the rest of the album. There will be an album unboxing coming soon because of course I spent $85 on CHANGMIN, you know, and I was really hyping this up. So I thank you so much for watching and listening to me ramble. Have a nice day, stay safe, bye bye.
Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, what the f- That song's fucking incredible. Okay. I'm not exaggerating when I say this is a god tier level song. What the fuck? His voice. He's got the voice of like, this is a solo act and he's got the voice of like multiple men in this group. This is like a whole damn boy group on its own. Yeah. That voice is so attractive. Oh my god. That is the most attractive thing I've ever seen.